joy. This is sadness. That's anger.
What?
This is disgust. And that's fear. We're Riley's emotions.
Good morning, everyone, and you're watching The Fan Carpet. I'm Elizabeth Jane Cassidy from In the Process, and today we are at the Inside Out Gala at the Odeon in Leicester Square. So let's go talk to everyone. With Smart Girls, obviously you wanted to create Joy to be the role model. So how did you go about making her a role model for Inside Out?
Well, you know, she's just, in some ways, just like everyone else, meaning that she has her good days and bad days, and the message of the film is that everybody's having all these feelings. We're all kind of connected, and we can't all be happy all the time. So Joy is not really even a role model. She's just kind of trying to figure it out, just like Riley. Yeah, as we all are.
You know, this is set the film in an 11-year-old's mind. How was that? How did you come about really doing that?
Well, I had an 11-year-old at home, and she, like a lot of us, you know, there's a big change that happens. That happens when you start to get older, and we just started wondering what's going on in there, what's happening in the mind there, and it seemed like an interesting story. It seemed important. It was something that we struggled with growing up, and so there you go.
And really, it's about the pain of growing up and realizing that you can't be happy all the time. It's a really big, deep, beautiful stuff. Well, you just have to kind of, like any character, find something about them that you relate to, and then go on the journey with them. And the writing was so great, and Pete's such a wonderful director that he made it easy.
Well, the story of Inside Out, you actually see the characters that control our emotions. And like Lewis Black, gee, he makes me laugh. But I think once everyone sees the film, when you're in an argument with anyone, you're going to see Lewis Black's character in their head. And I think it's going to solve a lot of the world's problems once everyone sees this.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I mean, he came up with this idea of like an ensemble comedy, right, where we personify emotions. So we knew they had to be funny, they had to be, I don't know, improv-y, right? We wanted it conversational, and we lucked out. I mean, our cast is, I think, one of the coolest casts ever assembled, animated movie or otherwise.
Yeah.
With Amy Poehler at the top. There she is. She's Joy.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Well, for Pixar, I wouldn't call it magic. I just call it hard work. Because again, I've been working with them 20 years now, and they have not changed. They're now officially the most successful film studio in the history of film, with all the accolades and awards and everything else. But the people at the controls and the people, the artists, the technicians, they haven't changed. They just work very hard at what they do. They'll work 3-4 years just on the story. And that's the way it used to be in the golden age of Hollywood. So my hope is that all the other studios will follow suit, and we'll have another golden age of Hollywood if they do what Pixar does.
Amazing. It was quite, it was quite out there, like Wally's 40-minute talking, like, the dialogue. So how did you really get about the script and really start on that?
A lot of mistakes, a lot of iteration, and a lot of smart people. We worked with Michael Arndt, and Josh Cooley is a great writer that we've gotten to work with on a couple shows. It's not an easy process, but you kind of figure out one thing at a time. You kind of work on the plot, and then locations, and just layers.
It took us about 5 years, so it slowly starts to come together and look like a movie, and we just iterate until we feel it's right.
Oh man, it was awesome. I hope I'm invited to Thanksgiving. They're just incredibly creative, kind people, collaborative, and always interesting and interested, curious. So I'm happy to be mentioned in the same sentence as them. She was pretty scripted, but we did work on figuring out how to kind of make her digestible at times. Yeah.
The location was a little more challenging in a sense because it was not, you couldn't go look at research. You couldn't have reference of cars or fish or anything. We had no idea what anger looks like, or fear or any of these things. So a lot of that we just relied on our amazing artists that we have to draw thousands of drawings, and we try to start to hone in on it.
Yeah, there's going to be a Toy Story 4. What I'm hoping for is it's that I'm still above ground, really, because it's really a joy to work with these people. They just do it the old-fashioned way. They just work hard at it, and with a a very infectious, childlike joy. Again, they don't have to do that. They could slide for a couple of films, but they will not do that.
And that's all here from us today from the Fan Carpet. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to follow us on In The Process on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And check us out on YouTube. Bye. See you guys soon.
Break, break.